Hi guys, well welcome to the draft of IKORIA lair of behemoths. Yeah, so basically you can go back to our previous video. We did a draft. I'm going to show you the deck what we're running with. We're going 2-0 so far. Our last draft we went 3-3, so that's our first draft. So in the thumbnail you should see what drafts we are, so we'll follow that. So this is draft number 2. And so far we're 2-0 with this deck. Now here's the interesting thing with our deck, and I want to make sure everything's set up correctly. That's the reason why I'm doing a second part to our second draft. Because I just want to make sure everything's set up correctly, okay. So with this deck, we're featuring 19 creatures, or 17 creatures, excuse me. Our curb is 3, so we're kind of a little heavy, but the idea of the deck, and you can go ahead and watch how we draft the deck. And by the way, guys, yeah, if you subscribe, I'm going to be giving out away some codes so it can help improve your own collection. Also, you'll see us play versus an Mtg Arena team member. We go 16 turns. They're playing with Jeskai Fires. We're able to win that match, but yeah, it was a tough match. So anyway, what we have right here, and also recommend too if you want to see a funny deck, 35 minutes of it's called a fish slap deck. So you can just go on the channel and type in fish slap. Like fish, then like slap. And it's 35 minutes of fun. Alright, but with this deck right here, is basically what we want to do right here is with this deck, it's kind of all around, but we want to have some big ground blockers. So I kind of want to go to right here, like a 1-4. So have those big blockers so we can get the flyers on the board, and that's kind of how we've been winning. A 1/6 flash creature. Then we went through the air. We just went through the air. I mean, look at our air game. It's really, really good. And our mutate, you know, if you're waiting for a deck to see how does mutate really win, watch the previous video where it's draft number 2. Excuse me. And you'll see how we win with flyers. If you ever want to see how IKORIA and a mutate can all work together, this deck is it, because we mutate on top of other creatures. And since we have flyers, we have those abilities and we can smack them. So notice that we're very kind of beefy in toughness, right? 1/4 toughness. Now don't take this, look at solid footing. You enchant a creature, it gets +1/+1, right? But as long as it has vigilance, it deals damage to its power rather than its toughness, excuse me, rather than its power. So this becomes a 2/5 creature, but it attacks as a 5/2. So again, and then this creature right here would become a 2/7 and hit like a 7/2. So the little intricacies, what we're able to do, we kind of started off really rough in this draft. I didn't know how this deck was going to turn out, but again, we have those flyers to be able to deal with that. So to go over the deck really quick, we have 1 Light of Hope, 1 Solid Footing. I already went over that card. We have 1 Pacifism to shut down anything. We have this just to buffer our creatures up. A creature can get +2/+2. Instead, you can put 2/+1/+1 counters on something. This right here is just a throw in a creature, a 1/2. We can draw a card, discard a card. This is a 1/3 flyer. Again, it feeds into our theme. Its toughness is pretty big. This allows us to pump out an 8/8 creature eventually. The Skycat Sovereign gets a +1/+1 for other creatures you control with flying. So, of course, flying is the theme, kind of like what we're trying to go with right here. And then this enters the battlefield, and it gets a counter of your choice, flying or first strike. Then we have the Otter. It's a 2/2. If it deals damage, you draw a card. And so we're able to do all those things. And so let's just get right into the gameplay. All right. So let's dive right in. All right, so we're 2-0. But yeah, guys, what I tend to bring to the Magic community, vitamin water. Besides vitamin water, right? I played the game since 1994 when I was a little kid. And yeah, I know I'm looking kind of rough with my beard, right? I've let it grow out since everything's going on in the world. But the thing is that I like to bring a little bit of experience and a little bit of different gameplay and really get players' feedback. I really want to get players' feedback so I can reintroduce that. All right, so here's our 2 mana. we'll keep it. I'm like, we'll keep it. It's not something I really want to keep here, but we'll run with it. We'll go with it. Alright, he's playing white himself, so let's get this bad boy out of here. Alright. We do need mana. We have 17 mana in a 40 card deck, so. Alright, pacifism. Are we playing the same deck? Did we draft the same? I'm joking. Alright, well. No, understand. Alright, so let's see. Let's just bring this guy out. Watch him drop an island. Like, blue-white versus blue-white. Nope. That's it. Alright. We can create a 1/1 cat flying bird. Yeah, let's... We can only attack for 1. Guys, remember, this is draft, right? So it's not like it's constructed. So games you'll have go like this. This is Flash. He's a 1/6 flasher. Yeah, pass our turn. So we're 2-0 so far with this deck. Our last finish was 3-3. Our first draft. Alright. Little otter. Are we playing the same deck? It's looking like we drafted the same. Alright, pass. Let me see this right here. Move my vitamin water over. Are we really going to attack next turn with a 1/6 and a 1/4? This is how this game's going. Alright, fun times, right? Alright. We just hit him with a crustacean and a man serval. Okay. Well, I guess we're just gonna pass that turn, right? And again, if you subscribe, I'll be giving away some codes. Again, I did sign with Wizards, guys. Again, I've had my DCI card since 1994. We're talking really young. It's really, really young. So, alright, so here's Mutate. So he'll be able to fly. And see, so watch our opponent. Just don't watch me. Watch the opponent. So look, whatever goes over... So I think people are getting complicated with Mutated here. Whatever goes on the top, you know, the creature gets all those abilities. Right? So it's the creature that's going on top, and whatever the creature goes on top, it gets all the abilities. Right? So he's going to smack me for 3. And there's not a gosh darn thing I can do about it. I guess I could have blocked, right? I could create a 1/1 creature bird token. Okay. Yeah, let's just do that. Activate this ability. And what we are going to do is we're going to put a little pacifier on this guy. Cool. Alright. I cannot believe we're attacking with a 1/6, a 1/4, and a 1/1. This is a weird game. It's almost like we have the same decks. Alright. Move our turn. Pass our turn. But yeah, guys. So with MTG Arena, just while we're waiting on our opponent here, I think it's a really good platform. I know a lot of people like that. What is this? Okay, this is one I did not read. Each player chooses an artifact, a creature, an enchantment, a planeswalker from among the permanents they control, and sacrifices the rest. Okay, so choose an artifact. So choose an artifact. Okay. So we have those two submitted. Okay. Well, we're both pacified. They can be pay with flash. Okay. What a weird game. That's surprisingly a really good card. Right. He's got the advantage. He's got 5 cards in his hand. He's got 6 in his hand. We have 2. So he's clearly got the advantage right here. All right. He's going to attacks. We're going to activate his ability, create a 1/1 flyer. So he doesn't deal damage to us and draw a card, because understand he's mutated, and there's an otter underneath there. So we're going to block that to that. Pass the blockers. We cannot let him get cards. Tap target creature. Got it. Alright. Put a pacifier on this guy. Let's end the turn. Again, we have flash and we have instant, so. Yeah, he's got the advantage, clearly. 5 cards, 2. I think we're playing the same decks, kind of. Alright. Now, if we can bait him into attacking with this creature next turn and give something +2/+2. Yeah, in response, I'm going to activate that ability. And we're just going to pass it along. We want to bait him to attack. Like, there's just... We're kind of act like we're dead, because he can tap a creature, and he's going to want to get through with this. So we're trying to... Yeah, so that's exactly what he's going to do. So we're trying to bait him. Just... We'll activate this. Set our end step, so anyway. But yeah, guys, so I just want to get feedback and be able to bring that to the MTG community as well. Kind of gonna see this here. Oh, we're just waiting on an opponent. Okay. Yeah, we're playing with the same deck. We drafted the same. Weird. Besides this creature. Very interesting. All right. Activate his ability. Sure. Oh, we're just gonna activate his ability again. No blocks. Ooh, what is it gonna do? Alright. I'll send one his way. We'll end our turn. Yeah, this game's going to be a little stale because honestly, it's like the battle of almost the same decks. The game's really just going to be kind of, I mean, he's got the Sovereign Skycat, so do we. We pacified his guy, he pacified our guy. Yep. Sure. We want... Let's see. He might be thinking he wants to slide up in there for 4. But I don't know if he's going to attack because we dropped down that 3/4. I mean, he might tap this to attack for 4. And I'm sure that's what he's thinking. This guy, they can pay 2 and tap a target creature. So I'm thinking he's going to pay 2, tap this. And he's wanting to swing with this and this. And that'd be... And we have this. So... Give creature +2/+2. Yeah, and he doesn't. Okay, so... Boy, what do we do here? Yeah, I'm just going to hard cast this for flash. Bring down a 1/6. This is... Alright, so... This is going to be a long one. Destroy target enchantment. Ooh. Oh, should we just sit and just bait him the whole time? He can tap target creature. 6/7. We're going to destroy that enchantment. All right. He might want to tap it. Yep. Okay. We're fine with not attacking. So now he's got to use the tapper to protect himself instead of tapping to be aggressive. So instead of tapping one of our creatures to get in at us, but what an odd mirror matchy, because we have that fire, another pacifism. All right. Yeah, so if you're watching this match and you're like, what is going on? Why is everything taking so long? Yeah, it's our opponent has to think a lot, and it's almost the same match. It's weird. Like, we drafted pretty identical. Leon doesn't help us at this point. And he had double pacifism. So that's huge. I think I'm going to make a go for it since he didn't tap. Well, I don't think you can tap it after it's already been tapped, right? So he's going to let that 3 slide in there. Alright. Well. I thought he would block. Yeah. Things happen like that. People make mistakes all the time. Alright. Yep, so this is all flyers. Him having those pacifisms, you know, having a bunch of them. Ouch. If you guys remember M20, pacifisms were used in M20 quite a bit too. Was it pacifism? Yeah, that was in M20. He's attacking with a 3/3. Oh, it's got lifelink, that's why. Blocks. I probably should have done it to that. I made a mistake. I think we drafted the same. Do you think? Oops. Didn't mean to cast it. Alright, we can have a big flyer. This game's just gonna drag on forever. Yep, mutate. Alright, counter target creature spell. Alright, so this game's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a while. Alright, so we're just gonna have to pass a turn. It's just, yeah. What a weird match. It's weird. Yep. He's definitely got the advantage, though. Clearly. How many cards do he has? 20 cards in his deck. I have 21. Let me get this out of the way. Pass the blockers. Yeah, so he's got all these flyers. All right. Yeah, we're gonna have to eat 3. Alright. Use his ability, create a 1/1 flyer. A cat bird. We have a cat bird, cat elemental, an insect flyer, and a crustacean. Alright. He's gonna tap this guy down probably. Yep. Can't do anything. In turn. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a card in Alliances. It was, oh gosh. It was in Alliances or Ice Age. I'm trying to remember. Where you created a 1/1. Where you kept on creating 1/1s every turn. I feel like that's what we're doing. And I'm running off low sleep. I was watching the NFL draft, so both nights. So he's got the advantage. I mean, he's got 6/6. Our 6/6 has pacifism. So if you're wondering, like, how come we're not attacking with this? Well, really the game changer for him is we have a pacifism too, but we only had 1. He's got multiples. So definitely if you're going to play blue-white, pacifism is it. So I think he's going to take another swing. He's going to attack with this, attack with that. I don't know if he attacks with a 2/2. Okay. Gotcha. Alright. Well. We'll do it again. Okay, so this is not going to work out well. If we try to kill this, he'll just pump 4 into it and create a flyer, and thus making this bigger. So we can't... like, block it like crazy. Here, something has to happen. No, something has to happen. This game's gonna take forever, so I'm just kind of just gonna speed up the game as fast as I can. I'm just gonna have to do something. Again, we're 2-0, so this is our third match. All right. Whenever you draw a card, honestly, we might as well just cycle it. Yep. And he's going to be able to overpower us. So we're just passing a turn. He's going to be able just to... We're just going to keep on creating 1/1s. He's going to create 1/1s. But he's got so much over cards than we do. So you're really seeing Mutate really work in blue-white, because we also have the same card, right? It's almost like we have the same decks. So I'll show you. Like this card right here. Yeah, he killed our guy. So it's kind of weird. We almost have like the same decks. But you're really starting to see blue-white, the Mutate, really take over. So if you're... Because really a lot of your mutators in white have flying. So they can give your creatures flying, which is huge. He can win, it's just going to take some time. If I'm him, I tap the 3/4 creature, tap him out. I swing with the 7/7. I just slowly just try to wear me down. Or just return it to my hand. That's all he has to do. All he has to do is just attack with a 7/7 and just keep on pounding. He can tap a creature. That's all he has to do. Yep. I mean, we can keep on creating 1/1 flyers, but so can he. So he can really just keep on pushing it. I mean, he can even attack with these. I don't know why he isn't. If I was him, I would attack with these 1/1s. Because all we're showing is we can create 1/1s ourselves. So can he, though. Alright. Passive blockers. Block that. It's so funny how these decks are, though, because I had the same idea. He mutated an otter. And it's the same thing I was going to do in this deck. Alright, so we're just going to activate this ability. if there was an accomplishment on MTG Arena for how many flyers you could produce in a game, we'd both be doing really well. Okay, so let's bring this out. And basically it just says whenever a creature you control dies without flying, you return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter on it. But since we're all flyers, it doesn't matter. So then all I can do is just pass. Yep. No text. And I might just give him the game if we're not going to go anywhere. Kind of stalematey. See, all he has to do is attack with this 8/8 and attack with his 1/1s. We both can pump out 1/1s, so that's not the issue. So if I'm him, I'm just going to override me. Eventually grind it out. Yep. So he's going to tap my creature while on tap during his next on tap phase. And this is really where you want to really get an opponent when he's down. You don't want me to draw into anything, so you just really want to just keep on attacking. Just press the issue. There you go. Now you swing with your 8/8. You swing with all. Just swing with your 1/1s. There you go. I'll play it out, but that's what he needed to do the whole game. All right. All right. We'll take a cat bird for a cat bird. We're down to 8. And we just keep on top decking land. Alright, I'm kind of going to give him the signifier that, hey, you got it. So we're going to be 2-1. Yep. Yep, go ahead. Yeah, we literally have the same cards. With the exception of, I don't have that in my deck, and I don't have that. All right. Yeah, literally all. So when you're in a position of power and you're playing in these drafts, you really just go after your opponent. You can't assume that they always have the best card in their hand. I mean, it's draft. It's not constructed where your opponent's not going to have something that's going to be revolutionary in their hand. You know, just sitting back like that with a card. But I will do that in gameplay. I will sit with a card in my hand, even if it's useless, just because it makes your opponent think, like, what does he have in his hand? But other than that, draft is pretty straightforward. So, yep, we're just not going to block. Good game. All right, we're 2-1. All right, so we're 2-1. So let's see if we can do. The average is 3-3 in drafts. All skill levels, the average is 3-3. All right, Arena just taking some time. All right, so we're 2-1. All right, so let's go. Let's blast right into another game. But I hope everybody stays safe that's watching this. I don't know if it's exactly picking up on the YouTube stream at all. All right. Well, that's a pretty thick hand. Yeah, we'll keep it. Why not? It's a little too high on the curb level, but And so what you're starting to see is that you can play with your, you don't have to make these companions, guys. You can play with these cards without being companions. All right, so notice when it says companion, your starting deck contains only cards. So the reason why I think the starting deck, I'm not speaking for Wizards. Please do not tell me it's another like mirror match. Because I don't think you realize this, but in game 2 and 3, if you're playing the best of 3, you can put in your entire sideboard into your starting deck. So I think the key word starting deck, if you can see where it's kind of grayed out right there on companion, your starting deck contains, that's probably signifying because if you board in your sideboard, because I have had that happen in Modern. I play 4-color mill in Modern. And I'll have people that will actually game 2 and game 3 board in their entire sideboard to make their deck so I can't mill it as fast. So as a mill player in Modern on MTG Online, when you see that your starting deck, I think that's the reason why they put the wording in there. I can't speak for Wizards, but I'm going to assume that that's what they did. I don't think people realize that you can grab your entire sideboard and put it in your starting deck. You can have 75 cards. You can have 100 cards in your starting deck. Right. Whenever this creature mutates, create 3/3. Okay, so we got a 1/6. So let's just keep on going in the air. It's playing 3 colors. Sultai. That will take 3. Yep. Right to the face by a creature beast. A trumpeting gnar. Alright, so again with the flying. Whenever a creature you control with flying dies, return it to the battlefield under your control. So basically if a ground creature dies, we return it and it gets flying. Yeah, basically if you want to pair this up. This can mutate. Whenever a creature mutates, you may return target creature an opponent controls to their hand. Alright, so there's a lot of things we can do here. But we're really just going to go to Pound Town in the air. He might return something, I don't know. Destroy creature with flying. Very convenient. Alright. Yep. So he's going to make that a flyer. He's going to attack with it. Okay. Oh, we don't have anything through. Oh, see, this is really good to cast this. So whenever this gets casted, you exile as many creatures as you want, and you bring them back onto the battlefield. And so just imagine you have this right here. So you can keep on drawing cards. Maybe that's how we want to play that. Yeah, that's actually how I'm going to play it. Because we can flash this next turn and draw some cards. Draw some more cards. Yep. Okay. We're 3-1. All right. So you don't have to. You see these companion cards. You don't have, just because they say companion, you don't have to make them your companion. You can just put them right in your deck. I think that's what people are just kind of. So hopefully this helps you. Even if I lose, or you learn from my mistakes, or you learn just from, it doesn't matter. All right. So we'll go right into game 5. And again, I'll be uploading matches where we ante right here. I don't know if about this ante here. I'm going to need to draw some land, but I'm going to keep the hand. But yeah, I'm going to be uploading matches where we play at the mythic level. Yeah. And we do be an Mtg Arena team member. Like I said, you know, I have signed with Wizards. This guy's just good. 1/2 blocker, but just like this right here, you can discard a card. Again, black-green. That's a creature you casted. Whenever a creature you control mutates, put a +1/+1 counter on that creature and gain 2 life. Pretty good in this format. I don't think he'll bite. Let me just bring out the otter. Whenever it deals damage to an opponent, draw a card. See, what's really good about an otter is that you can give this flying. I can give the otter flying. So watch how this is going to work next turn with Mutate. If our opponent, yeah, he mutates. So he's got a 4/4 death touching. Now watch, I'm going to show you. Ready? We're going to mutate this. Put it over. And then he's going to get to the ability. So you see how that worked? Remember, the otter, whenever it does damage, you draw a card. Okay, so we get all the abilities. So you're seeing how it works with blue-white. You're really seeing how it really works. So every single time this does damage, we draw a card. That's with the otter. Remember the otter was a 2/2. One, 2 death, 4/4 death toucher. What else does he have? Whenever this creature mutates, okay, blah blah blah. When a creature you control mutates, can I read the text? Okay, whenever creature you control mutates, put a +1/+1 counter. Okay, all right. No, we're just gonna eat the 4. Yep. We're not going to block with it, so we might as well attack with it. Nope. Alright. Yeah, we'll just pass our turn. These are flashers, so they're 1/6 creatures. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 2 of them into your hand, and the other 2 into your graveyard, deals 2 damage to you. Yep. This is actually a fun set. It really is. It's a fun set. It really is. It's a good drafting set. All right. Might as well just block with that. Yep. I'm gonna try to outchase him with a flyer. So you're seeing Mutate really do a good job in this format. Another death bargain. So he looks at the top 3 cards, he puts 2 of them in his hand and the other 2 in his graveyard, and he gets smacked for 2. Alright. we mutated an otter, so that 2/2 otter, it's just a 2/2 blue creature. Whenever it deals damage to a creature or damage to a player, draw a card. So we mutated that. So you're starting to see the flyers when they mutate, they're really good. All right, so yep, let's just attack again. Draw those cards. All right. Now let's pound them with more flyers. End turn. This is what this deck is designed to do. We stop them on the ground with our 1/6 creatures, and we just literally just pound them in the air. That's how it worked out anyway. It's draft. I mean, we were. If you look at my previous video, I just literally put this together like the last pack. I just assembled this color together. Like, really. Our draft was kind of iffy, but right now our record's 3-1. So what the heck does this do? Okay, whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until X. Okay, we'll just let it resolve. Okay, now let me read it. Whenever this creature... Okay. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of times you mutate. So he's got an 8/8 death touching... Auspicious Sterix, an Elk Beast. Pass the blockers. No blocks. Gain 4 life. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a card. Ooh, that's nice. But it's not the play. The play is this. Drop our 1/4s down. And end our turn. That's the play. You just, yeah. Look at this card. Whenever this creature mutates, each opponent loses X life and you gain where X is the number of times this creature is mutated. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be game. I think we're 3-2. Good game. Yeah, I don't even... This card tax, look at this thing. Yeah, rewatch the video, see what he did. If you like what he did. That's pretty cool. All right, we're 3-2. So can we push? Can we get to 4-2? Yeah, I would definitely rewind that though, and look at the rewind. I grew up in the 90s. Give me a break. I would replay that. I would go over that and see what he did. See if you like that. Because that's a pretty cool combo. And I think they were just all uncommons. So if you're into black-green, Golgari. Alright. Let's see if we can make it 4-2. Or we finish 3-3. I hope you guys are staying safe as well. You know, it's very important during this time. All right. He's got sleeves. So we started off 2-0. Last 3 matches are 1-2, so we're 3-2 total. I don't like this hand with our opponent going first. It's a little slow. But 3 mana, yeah, I mean, I'll keep it. Alright. Smack me for 1. Yeah, we really have to lean on these 1/4 3 colors. Okay. Mardu colors. You guys remember, like, with Heart of Kirin? I don't know if you guys played a couple years ago. Okay, so whenever this creature mutates... Make sure I read the card right. Okay. Just get in there for 1. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous, but we're just going to get on that. Alright. That's huge. See, and that's what we do with our deck, too. So you can see how that's pretty big there. Alright. Alright, end our turn. This thing right here. So understand, when you mutate, when you put a card over it, you're playing with that creature, essentially. And that creature is going to get all the abilities. So just think, on top, that's the creature that you're playing with. And it's going to get all the abilities. Yep. Well, we could get him a block with that and put some counters on one of our creatures. But we're not going to do that. Submit 0. Okay. It's him with 4 in the air. Okay. Bring down the jellyfish. Pass our turn. It's cool if we don't like what we have in our hand, we can just discard a card and draw one. Alright. We'll pass the blockers. Yeah, I don't know if he's got something weird in his hand. We'll find out. Block that. Put this on the jellyfish. I'm not done yet. Put that on the jellyfish. Okay, so we just violently just bashed our own creatures. Alright. He's down to 5. No, we can flash him in. We don't have to use him yet. We can discard if we don't like what we see. Draw a card. Whenever this creature mutates, return target creature card with mana cost 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Now remember, we can untap this jellyfish. You guys... Everybody's like, why is this jellyfish really good? Well, I'm showing you why. Untap him. Yep. That's why he's good. It's like everybody's like wondering, like, why is that jellyfish there? He's good. He's a good jellyfish. You ramp him up, you can attack, untap, it's pretty good. Look up the card Morphling. If you, from Urza Saga, type in Morphling. It's M-O-R. Let me put it in the comments section. We're 4 and 2 so far. Let me put in. Look up. I'm typing this right now in the comments for you guys. It's Urza Saga. All right. Morphling could do a bunch of things. When that card came out, it's crazy. I think it was Urza Saga, right? Yeah, Morphling. If you want to see other crazy combos, look up, I'm going to type it in right now. Let's see here. Okay, Pacifism I like. I like everything that we got besides a white mana here. I don't know if I should just risk it. Because this is really good to get opening. Yeah, I'm going to type in... Look up some combos up here. Look up Tradewind Rider. I'll put it in the comment section. Hold on, guys. And Gilded Drake. You guys go read those cards. If you think this Mutate is funny, alright, then I gotta get back to action. Alright, so I took a risk with this hand. There's some good combos I typed in there. The comments like, ooh. We need white mana. No. Ouch. We so desperately needed that. Oh, man. Pass. Well, we do need some white mana here. Oh, there you go. Hello, planes. Actually, I'm gonna wait till I. Yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna let him pass the turn. I'm gonna cast this. I'm gonna make this into a flyer. Okay, 4/3. Perfect. We have a 1/6. I don't know if I wasted pacifism here. We'll just rip that. Oh, my lights fell. Alright, so we'll just rip that out. So, I don't know. Alright, so we draw a card. Alright. He's a 3/4. Slide in there for 1. Alright guys, so in the comment section, if this is streaming well on YouTube, I have no idea. You can go ahead and look into the comment section. I put some good combos, because since we're, Mutate is going on, some old school combos. I think I put Tradewind Rider and Gilded Drake in there in the comments. Look them up and see the combos that you can pull off with those cards back in the day. But for right now, we have a 3/4 flyer, a 1/6 flyer, a 3/3 trample, and a 4/3 thing that can't block. We do have this. So it's kind of like Thing of the Ice, except just way worse. So basically, when you draw a card, you remove a counter from this. If you remove 8 counters from it, it becomes an 8/8. All right. And he's got a lot of cards in his hand, so we're going to mutate. Actually, I don't want to mutate. So they get plus counters. Let's just cast it out. So that's the thing of the deck. We just try to win in the air. He's going to tap a creature, doesn't untap during its next untap phase. He's going to tap our 4/5. You can attack with 3. We're just going to take it. No blocks. 17. Draw another card. Okay, we can return a card to their hand. I don't think there's anything we want to return. No, we don't. Alright, so let's activate this ability. And you know what? Just in case to make sure he just can't kill us or do anything, let's return that back to his hand. Draw a card. We'll get an 8/8 creature next turn, I believe. Alright, so he kills our creature. What that does is basically, it's a really good card. You reveal a card in your hand, a creature, and it deals damage, and he quit. So, alright, so it's 4/2. So we're still in this, we're 4-2. Alright. And guys, I'm just doing drafts right now. I'll do more constructed play, as if you watch my previous videos, we play at the mythic level. So we're 4-2. So we're gonna press on, see what we can do. See, get 5-2. Again, in the chat, I think it's on YouTube. In the chat, I put some card combos. If people think Mutate's crazy, look up the card Morphling. And look up Tradewind Rider and Gilded Drake together. Okay. Alright, I don't like this hand. We have no creatures. But I like having pacifism in your hand. I'm just gonna go for it. Just wing it. Alright. And this is really good, solid footing with this creature. So I want you to look at this combo I'm about to do next turn. So this is a 1/4 vigilance, right? And this is a flash. Target creature gets +1/+1. But as long as your creature has vigilance, it assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. So this becomes like a 5/2. Here, watch. Let's bring this down first. No. Now watch, see. So this is kind of like a little cool combo. See? that turned really quick. It attacks like a 5/5. It's a really quick combo. I mean, look. It's cheap too. They're all commons. Solid footing and main serval. He's going to cycle that out. That's a really good card. Remember, like, Torrential Gearhulk, guys? You cast an instant or sorcery. It brings down an 0/5. Smacks us for 1 with the jellyfish. Well, you know what? Do we waste a pacifism on an 0/5? I think we do. Let's slide up and get that damage right in there. We have to just go after it. I can't believe I just pacified an 0/5 turtle. And I'm getting hit with a jellyfish. If you cannot find the humor in any of this, I don't know. What do you have? Let's see. Well, that hurt us. So he's captured, feared our cat. We're getting hit with jellyfish, and I pacified a turtle. All right. Yeah, I need to draw a card here. Let's return that back to his hand. That. You'll have to recast it. Maybe. I think he's got the advantage, though. He's got 5 cards. We have 2. And that's one of our cards. Not the greatest. Oof. Yep. He'll just recast it. Sure. Yep. So, I'm guessing he's got big creatures in this deck. Just... Unless he's drawing like us. Yeah. Alright, smack for 3. Another jellyfish. Alright. I'm not playing a land because I want our opponent to think we have something when we really don't. Yep. Nice play. We're about to get wrecked by a jellyfish and a elemental bird. And guys, these are all commons and uncommons, so like we just keep on top decking land. So it just wasn't our game, and that's fine. Not what we can do about that one. But I really encourage you guys to go check out a video if you want to have some fun during this time of where it's kind of crazy. I recommend that you check out a video. It's called the Fish Slap deck. Let me put that in. Yep, we're getting demolished. Good game. Yep, so we died on that one. Yeah, just we kept on top decking land, and that happened. So we're gonna finish 4-3. You know, it's not bad. Let this server kind of do its thing. Yep, so we're 4-3. I think this cost 1,500 gems to enter, so we would have more than broke even. We got 5 wins. Yeah, we're 5-3. My bad. We're 5-3. So, I mean, 5 wins is really where you want to be at. So, we definitely broke more than even, and then we got booster packs on top of that. So let's claim our prizes. All right. And then I'm going to show you guys how to build a collection. So for all the wild cards, the vault progress is 328.9%. Also, too, in the store, I did this in the last video, but I do this. It's a free code that you guys should do. I'll open up some booster packs, and I'll talk about how to open up, and I'll close the video with that. So what you want to type in your store, so go to the store on MTG Arena, type in play IKORIA. Now, I've already done the code, so watch. I've already redeemed it, but that's the code that you want to type in. See, it says failure redeeming code is because I've already gotten it, so it's redeemed already. So that's what you want to type in, and you'll get 3 free booster packs. Okay. So speaking of booster packs, let's go into it and how to build your collection. How do I get to Mythic League, and how do I get up to the rankings to play with some of the pros? Okay, so this is how I do it. So you'll notice right here, and I don't think a lot of people pay attention to this, because a lot of people draft. So if you're thinking about drafting and then stepping that bridge to constructed play on MTG Arena, and you're just finding it's this really slow process, or you're having trouble, I think this will help out a lot of you that are in that like type of rut. So what you want to do, there's a reward. This does not count when you draft. So you get this. So this does not count. When you open up a booster pack for each 6 booster packs, now this will say 3 for me because I've already opened up 3, but for every 6 booster packs you open, you get a rare wild card. And so if you're asking really quick, what are wild cards? And I'll explain it in about 30 seconds. I don't assume everybody knows everything. So a wild card allows you, for whatever rarity it is, to find any card that's ever been printed on MTG Arena for its rarity. So for every 6 booster packs you open, you get a rare wild card. You can get any rare besides a mythic wild card, or a mythic rare. You can get any rare in the game. That's for opening up 6 booster packs. Now, this does not count. So when you open up your draft packs, when you're drafting, this does not count towards your rewards. So that's why opening up booster packs like this, I think incorporating that a little bit over your drafting will get you the cards that you want, because you can get any rare in the game that's ever been printed on MTG Arena. And to me, that's huge to building a deck. For every 30 booster packs you open, you get a free mythic rare wild card. And on top of that, for every 6 you open, you get an uncommon wild card. Then when you open up booster packs, you can get wild cards in booster packs. So let's open up. So do you see how that just went up? So instead of me needing 3 more, I need 2 more? Okay. But I don't think people realize that, and I think that'll really help your game going from just being stuck in draft mode to getting into constructed play. If you're one of those people that are having trouble, I think that this is a good way to help you. Okay, so we're going to go right here, and we got a Skycat Sovereign. Now see, watch. See, this says I need 2 more packs. That'll go down to 1 more pack. See how that works? All right. What's going to be our rare? A thing. Creatures you control with vigilance have pay 1, tap target creature. Okay, it's a draft rare. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to open up another pack. Ready? So watch. I'll get a free wild card. Boom. So now I can go get any rare that I want that's in the game that's a non-mythic rare. See how that works? Okay. All right, and then look, even in my draft pack, I got an uncommon wild card. So open up booster packs is really huge on MTG Arena. I can't stress that enough. When you draft, you're not going to get, it doesn't count towards your rewards, and it doesn't count. You're not going to be able to open up an uncommon wild card. Okay, so in this booster pack, that's a good one. Okay. So this one is an elemental. This could be a companion. So this is one of the 10 companion cards that you have. Well, okay, the 9 legal ones that you can run. So each permanent card in your starting deck has an activated ability. Now, when I look at these companion cards, let me just tell you something. I don't view them for their companion value. Because there's 2 things when you do a companion. You're showing your opponent, you have to show your opponent your companion. So you're giving away your colors. Okay? And you're giving your opponent very good intel. Me personally, I really wouldn't want to be playing with the companions. Now, you can have this in your deck without being a companion. Does that make sense? And also the starting deck thing. So you said, you know, it says each permanent card in your starting deck, and I think there's been a lot of things on like Reddit. I don't have enough time. I don't watch other YouTubers. I don't know what's going on, but I'm assuming people are having trouble breaking down that why is it worded that way? Is there something magical? And I don't think there is. If you're playing the best of 3, you do know that you can board it. You can bring all of your sideboard cards into your deck. So using the word starting deck, because this card will affect your game 2 and your game 3 if you board in your sideboard. So that's the reason why I think they have it in there. So anyway, so this is a pretty good one right here for companion. So activate abilities that aren't mana cost 2 less to activate. This can be reduced. Mana cost less than 2. Tap target creature. Okay. So hopefully, guys, I showed you all those things. Again, feel free to subscribe and like, and kind of go over all those things. Take a short break here. All right, so we're gonna take. So basically, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna end the stream on that note. So guys, feel free to subscribe, like the video, and we'll be doing some giveaways and stuff like that. So I'll be giving away some codes. All right, well, 5 and 3, not bad. Sorry guys. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon.